Okay, so today I'm doing a user test on Seek. So, starting out as an employer, looking to go to a job website. I've obviously heard of Seek, as I presume most people have. Um, Coming into the Seek website now. Um, so, yeah, first impressions when I get here, just having a bit of a scroll down the page to see what I can see. Coming here as an employer, um, it is quite busy. There's a lot going on. I can see you're probably getting me to wanting to look for putting some words, a search in here, but I'm not actually looking for a job there. I can see find your next employer. Um, just overall, just quite busy here. There's nothing really that's telling me, what's separating Seek from its competitors. I mean, the obvious one I'm comparing to is, do I advertise with Seek, LinkedIn or Indeed? But, there's nothing sort of grabbing me here to sort of maybe tell me why or where to go. But this feels very much for the job seeker. So it's not really sort of grabbing me in terms of wanting to advertise there. Oh, okay. So I can see here I've now spotted there's an employer site, which is where I'm wanting to go. But it's interesting, I guess, is, depending on who they're trying to target, how much emphasis to give on that part. But for me, first impressions are I know Seek, so that's obviously reassuring. The design does feel quite busy, as I said, and there was nothing. Even if I'm thinking, from looking for a job, there's nothing really telling me why I should be looking here as opposed to another company. But as an employer, I'd be going to the employer site. So potentially even maybe an ad would take me here, so but and at first initially as a Google search, which was a reasonable search, I just said Australian job site. It's a bit of a stretch for me to find the right place. So I'm going here. People are your most important asset. Trust Seek to help you find the right person and watch your business succeed. So you're asking me to register pretty early on, which is interesting, and also trust Seek. Other than the fact that I know of Seek, the question is, well, why should I trust you? So it feels like it's a pretty early call to action, but let's keep looking. So why hirers choose Seek? So this is a bit of a expanded value proposition. Simple process, quality candidates, simple process, powerful tools. So quite confusing because I'm sort of thinking to go, okay, quality candidate. What's the difference between quality candidates and simple process? But it just feels like it's a quote, and then I have to really read that. So we got a very good response, which led us to find a standout candidate. Seek allowed us to easily send our courtesy emails. So that's the candidates. A simple process. First time I have used Seek, and I thought it was great. Easy to use, easy to post my ad, great responses. So, I would have thought maybe a simple process, you'd maybe explain the process to me a little bit more, but that's not, do I trust this quote? Sharon White, I don't know who that person is, doesn't really instill a lot of confidence in me that the, that this is trustworthy. I mean, anyone could probably just write that. This is better because I can see there's sort of a video to tell me. But again, it's really just testimonies. It kind of feels like here is, you're talking to the process perhaps, or why I've got quality candidates, but it's just a testimonial. So potentially not a lot here that sort of, reiterating why I should trust, why hires should choose Seek. We make it quicker and easier to find the right people. So attract the best people with tips and guidance to help you write a great job ad. Yep. connect with relevant people from our talent database. Quality candidates are listed first, so you can contact them sooner. So that's good. I mean, and it's I like that it's sort of clean. So you got one section here. This is here clean sort of iconography, which sort of reiterates the point there. Highlighting that it's sort of quicker and easier. And then search for the best people for your job. Every job you post lets you download full CVs. Okay, so we're going through sort of what I get. Send personalised messages or invite candidates to apply via Seek Talent Search. So I would have more or less expected that anyway, that I could send personalised message and invite candidates to apply. Hiring for the first time, finding the right person doesn't have to be the hardest part of the job. Seek's hiring advice helps makes it easy. So, okay, knowing that there's sort of someone else to help doing that, and the best job ads find the best people. Okay, I've got to write a good job ad as well. So, nothing's sort of really getting me inside here, but I'll have a look at some of the jobs. Okay, that's interesting. It sort of took me to an authenticate, which is interesting because this kind of felt like it was inside that, but now I have to sign up to get that. Then products, looking at the different products available here. I've got a few different options: classic, standout, premium. Looking at one, I would go one over the other. Promote your company logo. What I'm curious as to how much this actually costs. So it doesn't look like there's any sort of pricing information here, which should be nice to know, just so I can post it. And then we've got a testimonial. What I like better about this is there's a picture of them, but again, it's not something I can sort of verify. It's not a video, so it's not necessarily as trustworthy. Budget flexibility, I presume I would be able to do that. There's quite a bit of text here. Almost too much, I would say. I'm not really wanting to read all of that. But again, the flexibility, so I can upgrade easily. Premium ads are perfect. Standout ads are great. Classic ads, okay. So that's just a bit of an explanation of the different types of ads. Included with every ad placed. Manage your candidates with our free tools. Search and connect with relevant candidates using talent search. So another feature, can use that again. It's quite a bit of text there to absorb as opposed to just sort of quickly take it in. Something like this is easier to sort of absorb. Will help fill 8 times more roles than our nearest competitor. So that's a good sort of heading, a striking heading. I'm curious to know how they can sort of say that or what they're backing that on. But 8 times more roles. So, yeah, it's significantly bigger. Australia's most visited employment site. First choice for 3 and 4 job seekers. 8 million proactive profiles to actively search. So, and then manage quickly. So, we can see it's a really big database. This feels like a strong expanded value proposition, but it is right down the bottom of the page. Some of the content here felt a little bit heavy on the text, so a little bit hard to absorb. And here I was probably more keen to understand pricing as well. Let's see here. There's discounts as well. Okay, so it's just in terms of payment. Company reviews, a trusted platform, community space. What a company? Okay, this is for to see with other companies. One thing that really feels like it's missing for me as an employer is I'm saying, okay, well, why? What are the key reasons why I'm going to go here as opposed to LinkedIn? For me, the obvious comparison is LinkedIn, and it doesn't feel like there's really something addressing what I'm going to get over and above LinkedIn, and how that process is going to work. It's sort of like you have to. It seems like you sort of got to register to to get that. So the process here for me is not as clear as it could be, and also why I would go with Seek. So I think there's a little bit there that could be added on. I mean, there is quite a lot of brand credibility already with Seek, but there are things that I feel like could be done here to add to that. So yeah, and again, this section wasn't that clear. It kind of felt like you had to log in to be part of that as well. So a little bit more clarity here and a bit more of an expanded section on why I should use Seek. Some credibility maybe around this on real Google reviews, or case studies where there are interviews as opposed to just the standout quotes. I think would add to that as well. So I might leave it there then. Thank you.